Hi, I'm Brandy McDonald. I'm a features writer with the Oklahoman and News OK, and I have a couch full of people here today that are here to talk about Kirkpatrick Foundation's Animal Conference that's coming up in the Skirvin Hilton Hotel. And I have Snapple and his owner, Elizabeth, and I have Alan Hendrickson, who will be one of the moderators for one of the panels, Louisa McCune, who's the executive director of the Kirkpatrick Foundation, and that's Jill, and the dog she is training is a service dog by the name of Castle. So lots of pretty animals here with us on the couch today here at the News OK studio. Louisa, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Animal Conference, because it's the first ever one that you guys are having.
First ever Animal Conference. It's going to be on March 30th and 31st. That's Monday and Tuesday, so a couple weeks from now. And we have the best and brightest speakers, moderators, panelists coming to town to talk about current trends in animal well-being affecting animals everywhere, and we're most interested in the ones here in Oklahoma. So.
Okay. You have a great list of speakers here. You have Vint Verga, who wrote the book, The Soul of All Living Creatures. Tim Harrison, who was featured in the film, the documentary that I got to watch, The Elephant in the Living Room. So you got a great list of speakers. Talk a little bit about some of the topics for some of the panels that are going to be happening.
Well, we'll certainly be addressing issues related to factory farming, the ag industry, companion animals, how to collaboratively work together to reduce the number of homeless pets. We've got Sue Della Maddalena with the new Oklahoma City Animal Welfare Division Director Julie Bank. They're doing a panel together. We've got Pleasure and Desire in Animals. That's Jonathan Balcombe flying in from Washington, D.C. That's his expertise. We have Drew Edmondson, former Oklahoma Attorney General, four-time Attorney General, speaking about water quality and water issues related to CAFO farming. So we've got all kinds of, the exotics issue is thought to be one of the most important issues affecting animals in Oklahoma. We have a brisk exotic trade here that nobody knows about because it's not legislated or it's not regulated here. So a lot of states that are regulating exotic trade, those breeders are moving to Oklahoma. So that'll be an issue that we'll talk about. So, and the souls of animals.
Right. Alan, I think you're going to be the moderator for an interesting panel. It's an interfaith panel about the souls of living creatures. Can you talk a little bit about what makes you a good person for that panel?
Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of interesting when you start to look at man and his relationship to animals. One of the ways where we can start to experience ourselves as being very connected or very tied to them here on this planet is if we can kind of get a connection to them spiritually as beings that have souls just like we do. And it becomes a different relationship when you can have something that you can humanize. Your relationship to it starts to shift, and it's kind of treat it a little bit different. The more like you it is, the less likely you are to treat it inhumanely.
Okay. It's a really interesting topic and a really interesting point. I think it plays into some of the other panels that you guys are going to have. I think there's one about how animal abuse can be a key indicator for other domestic violence. Is that correct?
Absolutely. So Phil Arco is the director of the National Link Coalition, and until about a year ago, Oklahoma did not have a chapter. But now the Oklahoma Link Coalition has 36 member agencies, including SPCA's, the Bureau of Indian Affairs, the Oklahoma Association of District Attorneys, and it's linking that connection between child abuse, elder abuse, domestic violence, and animal abuse. So where there's smoke, there's fire. One is absolutely an indicator for another. And Phil Arco's doing a session. He's the absolute nationwide expert on the issue. He's a very compelling, captivating presenter with a lot of great information. So that's one of them. On Alan's panel, we have an Episcopalian dean, George Back, a Buddhist monk, Chris Ladisaw, a rabbi with Temple Benai, Israel. She's coming. So really a nice diverse panel on his. So really just all walks of life, very diverse set of people coming to serve on these panels and in these keynote presentations.
I understand there's going to be dogs there
many,
too. So
many,
there's not just going to be people, there's going to be
many
dogs and cats.
And many cats. So we'll have lots of therapy and service dogs from A New Leash on Life, which is one of our partners at the Kirkpatrick Foundation. There'll be the Cat Cafe and Full Circle Bookstore, where Central Oklahoma Humane Society and Bella Foundation will bring live adoptable cats. And so all the downtowners in Oklahoma City, all the downtown office workers can come consider adopting a cat while they buy a book and drink a latte. That'll be happening the full 2 days of the conference.
Okay, and you have a pre-conference event too with an Oklahoma native National Geographic photographer, Joel Sartori, and that's going to be on the 29th. Do you want to tell us about that?
Right, well he actually lives in Omaha and has been to Oklahoma a number of times, but he has been a 25-year contributor to National Geographic. We've used a lot of his images in the work that we've done. And he's doing a free and open to the public presentation the night before, Sunday night at 7:30. That's March 29th at the Oklahoma City Museum of Art, and we'll have food and drinks, and so we would encourage anyone who's interested in photography and animal photography to come and join us for that. And we also have one other thing, which is it's just fantastic. We're partnering with Myriad Gardens and Valor Hospice, and Lee Fairchild is the world champion Skyhounds Frisbee disc dog champion. He's doing a session from 11 to 2 on that Tuesday. There are going to be 2 food trucks, 10 vendors, and he'll be demonstrating his dogs and their fantastic Frisbee catching abilities, acrobatically. So that's happening on Tuesday. So all kinds of things are happening. I think there's a little bit of a move to bring your pet to work day, so I can't be responsible for all of those pets that are hanging out in people's offices, but I would like to encourage all downtown business owners to let their employees bring their mellow pets to the office. For the
mellow
whole day.
pets only.
Yeah.
So what is the purpose of the conference? Why do you think it's important right now for Oklahoma City to have this event?
We have an agenda. We're looking to make Oklahoma one of the safest and most humane places to be an animal by the year 2032. And when you talk about quality of life in cities or any kind of community, you can't separate animals from that discussion. So quality of life is aided and abetted entirely by the well-being of animals. And where animals are doing well, so are people, and where animals are not doing well, neither are the people. So that's something that we care passionately about. We've staked our claim as the foundation in this area. We make grants in other categories, but we care a lot about this one and are interested in keeping the discussion alive and ongoing.
Okay, so if people are interested in attending the conference, one of the sessions, how can they get more information?
TheAnimalConference.com, really easy.
So quickly easy.
It is a $300 registration fee. That's all meals. That's actually a pretty good buy for the caliber of event that we're hosting. But we do have scholarships available. So if somebody needs a little assistance getting to the conference those 2 days, then we're happy to talk to them about it.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming, including Snapple and Castle, who are such well-behaved doggies.
Yeah, really.
So, and you guys can look for a lot more information upcoming in the Oklahoman News OK about the animal conference. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Brandy.
Thank you.
Great to be here.